Hello, and welcome to the fourth episode of the Foil Review, the show about shiny pieces of cardboard that, oh wait, no, I'm not a table, like that I, Hydo, look at and give you an opinion on. That's the show that we're making, so if you want to carry on watching it, do. Anyway, the first card we're going to have a look at is Runeforged Champion, a 3-mana 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library and or graveyard for a rune card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. That new wording throw me off because it feels like shuffle it and then you do anyway. You may pay 1 rather than pay the mana cost for rune spells you cast. A really cool card. These runes are not very exciting, and because of this card, will we have exciting runes in the future? Probably not, because if you have a 7 mana rune, this guy allows you to cast it for 1 mana. So I feel like they've backed themselves into a corner. But let's have a look at the foil and see what this dwarf has to offer us. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, nice bit of a helmet foil. We've got no eye foil, which is okay. You know, it's building up a bit of menace. We do have beard braid foil though, which is always appreciated. A nice big buckler. That's decent. Yeah, nice bit. Really excited. Look, if we look when no foil is hitting, it all sort of blurs into one, and then the foil hits, and wow. They stand out. That is good use of foiling. There we go. Nothing. Foil. That's great. That's what foil should be used for, like helping to tell the story. It just looks a bit dirty there. And then bam. Foil. It looks like he's worth a bit. Nice. And we've got his hand thing. Bracer. Yeah. Good bit of detailing. And then the sword, which is all foil, all the way down into the background. Really cool, actually. I like it. Oh, some nice symbols in the top there. Yeah, oh, runes. Very nice. Yeah, very good. Very good. I like that. It's good. You know, I didn't think he'd look that cool. I really like the nice little braid foiling. That was a very nice little touch. I'm going to go 8. Good use of foil. Excellent. I'm thoroughly impressed with that. I didn't think I would be. Great. That's what you want to see, innit? Let's move on. Naru Meha, Master Wizard. A 4-mana 3/3. Has flash, and when it enters the battlefield, copy target into the sorcery you control. You may choose new targets for that copy. Other wizards you control get +1/+1. Very cool. The +1/+1 to all of the wizards never come up in all the time I've been playing with this card. But then I hate tribal decks. I despise them. I just think they're just terrible. I find them very uninteresting to pilot and incredibly uninteresting to build, especially in the EDH, because all you do is just jam all the best lords together. Anything that says, you know, goblins get +8/+8 or whatever, some garbage like that. You go, oh yeah, that's great. There's no thought process. There's nothing interesting. This card is cool, like, if you can combo it with something. You know, like, if there was a spell that made a token copy of something, then you get infinite enter the battlefield effects, right? That's the sort of thing I'm interested in this card. Anyway, we're rambling on about effects. Let's have a look at foils. Ooh. There she is. Ooh. Whoa. Not just got eye foil, we've got binocular foil. And some earrings. And hands. Yeah. That's really, really good. The entire background's foil. The student body, or the people that are surrounding it, they're not foil. And then the foreground with all these scrolls is foil. Great. Oh, look at that. Nice detailing work as well. This is what you want out of foil. The depth to this image is great. She's really the focal point. Her hands are coming forward, so they're foil. And then all the sort of tax returns she's been doing are flying up around the sides. Excellent foil. Excellent. Oh, I really like this. A lot of detailing. Yeah, this is a great use of foil. Brilliant. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. It's a 9 out of 10. It's just a 9. That's the depth of the image is just really, really taking me. And there's nice little details. Very cool. Get out the... There we go. Oh, can we catch the light? Can we catch the... Oh, she's... Oh, no, my head's in the way. There you go. Anyway. It's a 9 out of 10. She's good. Really cool foil. Which brings us swiftly on to black. Royal Assassin. When I started playing the game, this card terrorized me. How can you stop something that destroys tap creatures? You need to tap your creatures to attack, and that's the only way that you can win. How else can you win the game? Honestly, I don't see a way. And I still don't. But this card terrorized me. It was a massacre. 3 mana for an assassin. 1/1. Tap to destroy target tap creature. Oh, still get nightmares about it today. But if we notice on the image, it's a white bordered card. Which means, you know, in 7th and 8th, and I think 9th and 10th editions, all of the cards printed were with white border, except for if you got them in foil. They were black bordered. Because you don't want no white border foils. Well, yeah, some kind of scrub. Ridiculous. So, let's have a look at what he looks like. Okay. Okay, pretty standard. The entire background is foil. And then he isn't, and then his knife is. We ain't got no eye foils. Looks like the Orzhov symbol, actually, his eye. Or he's a member of KISS, one of the two. It's decent, serviceable. It's very striking, like his entire silhouette is, we're just going to the blur there. You can see his entire silhouette in the foil. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to go with a 6, I think. It's a 6. It's decent. There could be a lot more detail. Like maybe if his eye was foil and he's got a belt buckle on. If we just switch over. Nope, come back. He does have a belt buckle. That could have really, you know, glistened a little bit, given a bit more detail, like it did on the Runeforged Champion. He was an excellent example of that. He really used the foil to exemplify different parts of his armor. And this image could have as well. But we've got to move on. We're going into Collected Defiance, a 3-mana sorcery with Escalate 1. You can pay the Escalate cost for as many times as you want beyond the first time to give yourself all of the effects on the card. Those effects are: target player discards all the cards in his or her hand, then draws that many cards. Collected Defiance deals 4 damage to target creature. Collected Defiance deals 3 damage to target opponent. So if you end up paying 5 mana, you get all of them. 3 mana, you get 1 of them. 4 mana, right in the middle, you get 2 of them. Really quite a cool card. And just the choice element is great. I love a charm, and this is a really cool version of it. But is the foil any good? Let's have a look. Got a nice image of Chandra there. Look at her, looking a bit demented. Her goggles and hair flaming away. And then she's got some shoulder pads, pauldrons, a little waistcoat. Like yesterday in the episode, I talked about how on bonus rounds, if where is it? Give me a second. On bonus round, all of that is just, well, it is just one piece of art. All right, maybe I was a bit harsh on bonus round, but If you look at Chandra here, the design of her armor, the mid part where her breasts are isn't foil. And then it goes back down into the plate mail. And that's the sort of thing I really like. And over here on the other guys, oh, look at that guy's hat. Look at that foiling on the hat. That's well good. Nice brim to it. And his little necklace. That's really nice. Good bit of detailing, and then all the fire is nice and foil. It's decent. I like it. It's okay. The image is a bit dark. Doesn't really stand out, but overall the foiling is good. I'm going to give it a 7. Could be better, could be worse. Strange. But I think overall a decent 7. Which brings us neatly onto a colourless card. I understand it's colourless, but you're only ever going to play this in a green deck. So it's classed as a green card. Suck it. Desert of the Indomitable. It's a land desert. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it taps for a green mana. And it has the best mechanic in the entirety of Magic. I named the channel after it, Cycling. Hey! But it has cycling. Wish it was all generic mana, but one colourless and a green, it's decent. I'd play it. I have played it. I'll continue to play it. Let's have a look at the image. Well, ooh, that water really catches the foil. It looks very sunsetty. Reminds me a bit of a like Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, that sort of pinky skied, Florida sort of. Obviously, the massive snake head. There might be one in Florida. I don't know. Frankly, there's a lot of weird stuff over there. But the sort of colouring reminds me of that. And the clouds are really quite nice. I like that. Over here, it's very bland, and then over here, where it's getting darker, the foil sort of dissipates away. That's nice. Nice little feature. And obviously, the snake head really stands out. That water. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Very striking. It's decent. Decent. Not very green. The main sort of draw of that was the sky and the water. The sky, I think more white, water obviously blue. So, but then you are representing a desert. So how do you represent a green desert? Maybe an oasis. Anyway, we're critiquing too much into this. Is the card image any good in foil? It's a 7. It is. What's that? Anyway, it is pretty decent. It's very nice. It looks good. The foiling's done well. 7. Which brings us on to colourless. Psychosis Crawler. A great card. Very good with Collective Defiance. This one. That's out of focus anyway. Drawing lots of cards, you'll be pinging your opponents to death. Psychosis Crawler is a 5 mana star. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1. So you want to be wheeling, pinging, opponent dying, that sort of thing. Brilliant. But how does he look? That's the question, isn't it? No one cares about anything else. If it's playable, there's plenty of non-foil cards in this game, but they're all essentially proxies for the foil version. And is it worth getting the real one? Let's have a look. A lot of foil so far. Ooh. I've never noticed there's a brain in his head. Well, I mean, that sounds quite ridiculous. There's brains in most heads. But I didn't realise in that tank there was a little brain. That's quite cool. Really stands out the sort of legs not foil except for a few highlights. Ooh, and then the background is all foil. I wish that the brain head jar thing had a bit of a rim around it, you know, to sort of cut off the foil from the foreground and the background. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's decent. Okay, you know. And of course, we got a Phyrexian symbol down there. Ooh. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah, it's going to be a 6. I feel it's, well, yeah, no, it's a 6. It's a 6. It's a decent use of foil. It really makes it stand out from the background, but the dome head just really it could have been better. Could have been better. And that's all I've got to say on it. Moving on to our last card, which is Izzet Charm. Is it? Izzet Charm for a blue and a red is an instant. And you get to choose one. Counter target non-creature spell unless it's controlled pays 2. Or Izzet Charm deals 2 damage to target creature. Or draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Excellent modes. All of the charms are brilliant. Great stuff. Let's have a look at him. This is the set foil, not the promo version. And this is from the original. Oh, actually, let's start on the Izzet logo. Very nice. I do love a nice logo. Adds a nice bit of shine to everything. And that one really stands out. Very nice. Speaking of the Izzet logo, there we have it on his wrist, I think it is. We've got a nice bit of a lightning flying out of it. A lot of depth. Oh, look at the grill. Yes, mate. Look at those teeth. And then we've got a couple of button things. It's good. The lightning is very strong. The overall image is, I really like the contrast between the blue and the red. If we take it further away, even from a distance, you can really catch that. In the foil, look at how it pops like across where the blue is. From a distance, you really get that. So, excellent use of foil. Yeah. Yeah. It's a 9. I really like the foiling on it. It's a lot of detail and the contrast between the red and the blue, especially because it's a 2-color card representing the guild. I think that really, really works. Love it. Looks absolutely beautiful. It's a very strong 9. And with that, the show is done. So, bye. Of course, if you'd like to subscribe, you can do, and watch a few more things that I'm going to be making. I'm going to be trying making one of these episodes every single day, and we're going to have a look at a bunch of different foil cards throughout the history of Magic. There's so many, and I've got so many to show you. So if you want to see that, please subscribe, and you won't be disappointed because there's thousands of them I'm going to be looking at. God, I love foils. Bye.